The planet and the moon has a role to play, but the most important thing is the sun. If sun's rays do not fall upon this planet, there is no possibility of life.
Surya Kriya is an effort, and a wonderful effort to bring your system in synchronicity with the rest of the solar system. It's called Surya Namaskar because mainly to activate the solar plexus. Your physical health, your psychological health, your spiritual possibility, everything is determined by this.
Surya means sun. As we were just now talking, sun is a source of all energy. We're here today because of the sun. The planet and the moon has a role to play, but the most important thing is the sun. If sun's rays do not fall upon this planet, there is no possibility of life. It's finished. So, this sun is not just about light. Every moment your life is kept up because of the sun. The influence of the planet and the moon is definitely there, but the volume of influence of the sun upon life is too big. So one thing that we decided to do was to be in tune with him. If you're in tune with him, the cycles of the sun, then physical health, well-being, vitality, energy, these things you don't have to bother, they're just there with you. The sun's cycles happen in once in 12.25 to 12.5 years. The moon's cycle happens in 28 days. Our female body is aligned towards the moon. It is because of that we are born, it is because of that we are here. That is true on one level. But whether you're a man or a woman, the contribution of the sun and the influence of the sun upon your physical system is phenomenal. Without it, nobody can… The very warmth in our body, which is a sign of life, is only because of the sun. So how to get in tune with him so that your cycles will run in 12-year cycles, not less. If your cycles run, if your physiological cycles run in sync with the sun's cycles, your physical health will be great, your mental balance will be perfect, and your life will happen effortlessly. Surya Kriya is a powerful process of activating the sun within you. When I say activating the sun within you, sun is in every aspect of whatever you see on this planet. Fundamentally, it is a solar energy which is driving life on this planet. So when we do Surya Kriya, we want to generate that energy within the system. Surya Kriya is a powerful system in that direction, particularly for one's physiological and psychological balance. Why is this balance so important? Balance is very important. Suppose you're riding a bicycle. Is anybody still riding a bicycle? Okay. You're riding a bicycle. If you don't have proper balance, this itself is the greatest thing in the world that you're doing. But once your balance is very good, you can look around, you can text, you can blow a kiss, you can do whatever you want. You can leave your hands. You can adventure into life because you have balance. The different dimensions of Surya Kriya, physically it's a powerful process. The way it trains your mind, there are few parallels to it. There are mystical dimensions to it. It is a way of adjusting your body to the celestial activity. So this is a way of adjusting your system, not just your physical system, your energy system, your psychological process, to the celestial geometry, so that you are in sync with the existence.
Surya Kriya includes several aspects that enrich one's life, develops mental clarity and focus, remedies weak constitutions, boosts vigor and vitality, balances hormonal levels in the body, prepares one for deeper states of meditation.
Historically, because I am not a scholar, I do not know when they used this name for the first time as Namaskar or Surya Namaskar. But the practice, the way it's taught different ways in a few different places. I'm not talking about the distortions, I'm saying consciously taught in different ways in a few different places for different purposes. Within the ashram, I think largely many people are practicing 4 different versions of Surya Namaskar. I practice a different version, that makes it 5. Largely it's called Surya Namaskar because mainly to activate the solar plexus, to generate the heat in the system, to raise the samat prana or the solar heat in the system. When we say solar, it is not just symbolic. I want you to understand, all heat that you experience on this planet is essentially from the sun, stored and released in many ways. All hydrocarbons have formed the way they have formed essentially because they're all sun-baked. If you take a piece of wood and burn it, it is only releasing the solar energy. If solar energy is taken away, the whole planet will freeze into solid ice. Research says in 18 hours' time, all the oceans will become solid ice in 18 hours. If the sun vanishes right now, by day after tomorrow morning, everything will be solid ice, nothing will be liquid. So, everything is run by solar power. You may think we are generating power by thermal or by gas or by this. No, everything is happening because of solar power. Only exception could be, I'm not sure about this, I would like to know the technicalities of it, could be the breaking of the atom. That is not solar. And that's why it is considered the most effective and the most dangerous, because you are not using the normal powerhouse of the solar… of this system, which is the sun. So when we activate the sun in the system, the body begins to glow and shine, everything. If you have certain types of problems, which manifest usually in the form of excess mucus in the system, not just in your nasal passages, all over, the mucus levels can rise. One who is doing Surya Namaskar, for him, his glandular secretions and mucus levels will be very easily balanced and in a good shape. And this determines a lot of things about you, not just your physical health. Your physical health, your psychological health, your spiritual possibility, everything is determined by this, depending upon how much of solar energy within you, or in other words, how balanced are your secretions. If your glandular secretions are slightly imbalanced, it's very hard even to sit here and listen, forget about meditating or doing something else. It'll make you feel crazy because chemistry will go wonky. So this is one of the simplest and the most effective sadhanas to bring that balance.
Surya Namaskar, and there's one more called Surya Shakti, these are country cousins. Finer things if you tell people, not everybody will understand. So you kind of dumb it down a bit. If you bring a certain synchronicity with yourself and a larger body, this is the smaller body, the larger body is the solar system. If these two things are together, your physical, psychological and material well-being will happen without effort. Everything that you do will happen well.